never talked about it at this table, but have you heard that joke they keep making about Governor Tim Walz wearing a tampon?
Yeah.
Yeah, hilarious.
Oh. The sexism in their jokes, they keep saying, go change your tampon, about Governor Tim Walz.
How is that sexism? He's barely a man, but I don't understand how that's sexism. These dusty liars. These gals just make it too easy. They're keeping the lights on over here.
Yeah.
The sexism, they need women.
What does that even mean?
Oh my god, sorry, you're unattractive. I'll spell it out for you, Misery. Floppy Soggy Tampon Tim pushed for there to be tampons in the boys' bathroom in Minnesota. This is basic knowledge, dude. He wants teenage boys to plug their front hole with a tampon in high school. So, naturally, we're like, Tampon Tim? It's alliteration, it's comedy, and it's objectively funny. But when you're a dusty, crusty, nearly octogenarian mothball, out-of-touch New York coastal elite serpent, you're like, what is even that?
It's like women are weak,
saying
you're pathetic,
yeah, you're
you
weak.
have a tampon in.
Yeah,
We're so weak,
so
you're
gross.
scared.
Yo, I should have let him cook. It's definitely not that, but that's hilarious and also accurate. It's definitely because of that policy and the alliteration with his name. But he is also weak and scared, so that is also true. Because men generally, we don't just think women are weak. We understand that they have different sets of skills and traits, many that are better than us and vice versa. But we call a supposed man a floppy man. We say, go put a tampon in because that implies that you're a woman. If you were a man that was a woman, you would be a weak man. Get it? Whatever. How is this over your head?
You guys are...
I wasn't ready again.
You guys are pooping your pants because you got a strong woman
On the other side.
who's laying out all of what she wants to do, and you couldn't do it.
Look, I don't really watch The View except for the free jokes, but this passenger bus has brought up pooping her pants more than once. Bro, if anybody's pooping their pants, it's Whoop, the school bus. Or perhaps any other of these 70-year-old crustaceans on the panel. Nobody here is pooping their pants about anything. Except maybe Whoop after dim sum. Nobody thinks that she has a plan to lay out, and we feel threatened by that, but go on, bus.
Go ahead, I'm sorry,
you
baby.
know women voters are your problem, and yet you continue to do this bro culture rally that is not going to appeal to one woman I've ever known in my life.
That's funny, because I've been to quite a few of these events, and there's a lot of women there. And yeah, maybe not any women in your life because you're one of the toxic masculinity types. I would bet there's actually more women in your life that actually disagree with you, but would never say anything to you. Why, so you could go and cackle about it on TV? Look around, Sarah. There's plenty of women that are in this movement.
And right now, the stats in 2020, 82% of women report voting. Those are the people that show up at the polls and make a difference, especially in a year where reproductive rights are on the line for every woman in this world.
First of all, supposed reproductive rights are not on the ballot, and they're certainly not on the ballot for every woman in this world, like you just said. They're quite literally not on the ballot unless you're talking about the individual states. But that's not what you're talking about. If it was really on the ballot, Biden would have changed it, or Donnie would have changed it with the stroke of a pen, but neither of them did because they can't. It's literally not on the ballot at all.
Only 72% of men show up to vote.
Yeah.
So hitting the Joe Rogan podcast, showing up and making all of these off-colored jokes, the locker room talk, is not going to appeal. You've now pissed off every woman, black people, LGBTQ plus voters, Puerto Ricans, don't forget the drag
Arabs,
queens,
everyone.
Jews, you name it. And this is a math game. Someone should break that down. You're trying to get a lot of votes.
Wow, sage advice, Sarah. I can really tell why you get paid the big bucks. What's absolutely hilarious about that comment and all those groups that you named that they supposedly pissed off, there's a lot of people that fit in those groups that are part of this side that are voting for Donnie. But you cackling serpents think that you understand and represent all groups of people. Last time I checked, there's a lot of women that disagree with your position on supposed reproductive rights. How do you explain that, Sarah? You dusty serpents need a reality check. You know who I've never met in my entire life? Anybody that watches your stupid show. It appeals to smooth-brained elitist soggies that sit at home during the day and want to get trash spoon-fed into their brain. But keep cackling. Secure the bag, sis.